The past tense is a fundamental part of English grammar. It forms the backbone of our ability to communicate about events that have already occurred. Without it, our conversations would lack depth and clarity, making it difficult to share our experiences and stories effectively. It allows us to talk about events and actions that have already happened. Imagine trying to recount a memorable vacation or a significant life event without the past tense. It would be nearly impossible to convey the full picture and the emotions tied to those moments. Whether you are sharing a story, describing your day, or writing an email, using the correct past tense is crucial for clear communication. It ensures that your listener or reader can follow the sequence of events and understand the context of your narrative. This essay will guide you through the 4 main types of past tense in English: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Each of these tenses serves a unique purpose and helps to convey different aspects of past actions and events. We will discuss their definitions, structures, and examples to help you understand and use them confidently. By mastering these tenses, you will be able to express yourself more precisely and vividly, whether in writing or speaking. Mastering the past tense opens up a world of possibilities in your English communication. It allows you to engage in more meaningful conversations, share your experiences more effectively, and connect with others on a deeper level. It enables you to express yourself accurately and vividly when talking about past experiences. You can paint a clearer picture of your memories, making your stories more engaging and relatable to your audience. With a clear understanding of these tenses, you can confidently navigate conversations, write compelling stories, and engage in meaningful discussions about the past. This knowledge will empower you to communicate more effectively and leave a lasting impression on your listeners or readers. Understanding the nuances of each past tense allows you to paint a clearer picture for your listener or reader. You can highlight the sequence of events, emphasize the duration of actions, and provide context to your narratives. This level of detail enriches your communication and makes your stories more compelling. You can highlight the sequence of events, emphasize the duration of actions, and provide context to your narratives. This ability to convey time and sequence accurately is essential for effective storytelling and clear communication. This mastery enhances the quality of your communication and makes your English more precise and engaging. It allows you to convey your thoughts and experiences with greater clarity and impact, making your interactions more meaningful and memorable. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into each type of past tense, providing you with the tools and knowledge to use them accurately and effectively in your everyday English. By the end of this essay, you will have a comprehensive understanding of the past tense and be well equipped to use it confidently in all your communications. The simple past tense is the most common way to talk about completed actions in the past. It is a fundamental aspect of English grammar that allows us to convey events and actions that have already occurred. We use it for actions that happened at a specific time in the past, whether it was a moment ago or many years back. This tense helps us anchor our stories and statements in a specific time frame. We often use time expressions like yesterday, last week, 2 years ago, or in 1999 to indicate when the action occurred. These time markers are crucial as they provide context and clarity to our sentences. The structure of the simple past is straightforward. It typically involves the subject followed by the past form of the verb. This simplicity makes it easy to learn and use in everyday conversations. For regular verbs, we add ed to the base form of the verb. For example, walk becomes walked, play becomes played. This rule applies to a vast majority of verbs in the English language, making it a reliable pattern to follow. However, irregular verbs have different past tense forms that need to be learned individually. For example, go becomes went, eat becomes ate, see becomes saw. These verbs do not follow the regular ed pattern and must be memorized. Here are some examples of the simple past tense in sentences. These examples will help illustrate how this tense is used in real-life situations. I watched a movie last night. This sentence shows a completed action that took place at a specific time in the past. She visited her grandparents last week. This example highlights a past action that occurred within a defined time frame. They played football in the park yesterday. Here, the action is clearly placed in the past with the use of the word yesterday. We ate pizza for dinner. This sentence demonstrates the use of an irregular verb in the simple past tense. He went to school by bus. Another example of an irregular verb showing a completed action in the past. The simple past is a versatile tense used in various contexts. It is not limited to just one type of action or event. We use it to describe single, completed actions, to talk about habits in the past, and to narrate events in a story. For instance, I walked to school every day when I was a child describes a past habit. It is the foundation of talking about the past in English. Mastering the simple past tense is essential for effective communication. By understanding the structure and usage of the simple past tense, you can confidently express completed actions and events that occurred in the past. This understanding will enhance your ability to share stories and experiences. This tense forms the basis for understanding more complex past tenses and allows you to communicate your past experiences with clarity and ease. Whether you are writing a story, recounting an event, or simply chatting with friends, the simple past tense is an invaluable tool in your linguistic arsenal. The past. Continuous tense describes actions that were in progress at a specific time in the past. This tense is particularly useful when you want to paint a vivid picture of what was happening at a particular moment. Imagine you're telling a story and you want your audience to feel like they're right there with you, experiencing the events as they unfold. The past continuous tense helps you achieve that by focusing on the ongoing nature of the actions. We often use it to set the scene in a story or to describe an action that was interrupted by another action. For instance, you might say, "I was reading a book when the doorbell rang." This not only tells your audience what you were doing but also sets up the interruption, making the narrative more engaging and dynamic. It's a great way to add depth to your storytelling. To form the past continuous, we use the past tense of the verb to be, was, were, followed by the main verb with ing added to it, the present participle. This structure is straightforward but powerful. It allows you to convey a sense of time and continuity, making your descriptions more vivid. For example, she was singing gives a different feel than she sang, emphasizing the ongoing nature of the action. For example, I was watching TV when the phone rang. This sentence clearly shows that the action of watching TV was happening over a period of time and was interrupted by the ringing phone. It gives a sense of what was happening in the background, making the scene more relatable and real. She was cooking dinner while he was setting the table. Here, the past continuous tense helps to show that both actions were happening at the same time. It paints a picture of a busy kitchen, with multiple activities going on simultaneously, adding richness to the narrative. They were playing outside all afternoon. This example emphasizes the duration of the action, showing that the children spent a significant amount of time playing. It helps to convey the idea of a long, enjoyable afternoon spent outdoors. The past. Continuous emphasizes the duration of an action in the past. It allows you to highlight how long something was happening, which can be particularly useful in storytelling. For instance, he was waiting for hours gives a much stronger impression of the length of time than simply saying he waited. It tells us that the action was ongoing and not yet completed. This can be useful for setting up future events in your narrative. For example, I was working on my project when I got the call, sets the stage for what happens next, making your story more engaging. It is particularly useful when we want to emphasize the continuity of an action in the past. This can add a layer of depth to your descriptions, making them more vivid and engaging. For example, she was thinking about her future, gives a sense of ongoing contemplation, adding emotional depth to your narrative. By mastering the past continuous, you can create more vivid and dynamic descriptions of past events. This tense allows you to bring your stories to life, making them more engaging for your audience. Whether you're writing a novel, telling a story, or just describing an event, the past continuous can help you make your narrative more compelling. It allows you to show how different actions unfolded simultaneously, providing a richer and more engaging narrative for your listeners or readers. This can make your stories more dynamic and interesting, as it shows the complexity of events and how they interact with each other. By using the past continuous tense, you can create a more immersive experience for your audience, making your stories more memorable and impactful.
Stay tuned with Joban International. Stay tuned with Joban International. Stay tuned with Joban International.